Once you have verified and enabled the cabinets for manufacturing in your work order, you can go to your output section, and herein under panel labels, you will be able to see the format of the panel label that you're trying to download. You can specify all these fields here in this particular section, wherein if you do not want a particular detail in your panel label, then you can turn off that particular field. As you can see, there is a project ID. If I turn it on, here you are seeing the preview of the sample that you're trying to download or the template that you're trying to create. So you can see here project ID is turned on, and if I turn it off, project ID will not be available as a field here. Similarly, you can rearrange the order. So I'm rearranging it and turning on the project ID again. You can see now that it's in fourth order. In this way, you can specify the field visibility and the order of that particular field in your panel label. Similarly, on the left hand side, you have the option of properties of width and height and panel size accuracy. So you can see that there is a cut size and finished size, and the accuracy of the same you can define it here as per the cut list that you had generated and the requirement of your machine. So herein you can do the same. You can also specify the width and height. So let's say if I change it to 200 and 150, the panel label size will be modified accordingly. So as per requirement, you can change the size of the panel label also, and whatever border you want to allocate for it, let's say 10 mm on each side. So herein now you can see that on left and right there is a 10 mm border that has been considered. In between the two fields, you can define the line space as well. For example, if I make this as 3, you can see that my fields are now 3 mm apart. In between two columns, you can define the space. Let's say I'm making it 10 mm now. So you can see that the format has changed accordingly. So even padding vertical and horizontal, if I make it 10, so you can see there will be a 10 mm gap that will be left from the top, and if I make the horizontal also 10 mm, you can see there's a 10 mm gap that will be left from the horizontal borders. The font size also is something that you can specify. Let's say I'm making it 9 mm, then the font size will decrease accordingly. And as per the machine type that you use, whether HOMAG, BSA, SCM, Felder, or you want a manual output, you can select the same. And once you set all these details, you can publish this as a template for your organization. And herein you can see you can add a new panel label or you can update an existing one also. Herein you have to specify a category, subcategory, group and SKU, just like how you would create a cabinet. So you can see that you have an existing category here, panel label, or you can create a new category of your own. Let's say I'm just creating a new category of test panel label and add, and you can create a subcategory now, test 1. Let's say I'm creating one. Similarly, group also I will create one, and finally the name of the SKU that you want so that you can use it in the future again. I'm just creating it as sample 2, and you can publish the panel label. Now once you publish the panel label, so you can see now if I select choose from catalog, then I can see panel label sample 2 is an option, and if I select the same, then my entire panel label will be generated as per a template that I have specified. So for your organization, if you have any particular setting that you want the panel label to be in, then you can create a template for your panel label and store it in your catalog and use it every time.